Hello Year 3 and welcome to this week's writing focus on fronted adverbials. A fronted adverbial is a word or phrase at the beginning of a sentence which is used to describe the action that follows. However, when using fronted adverbials, your sentence needs to be in a specific structure. The structure that you need to follow is like this: fronted adverbial, comma, action. You need those three things in your sentence. For example, today, comma, I went shopping. I've got my fronted adverbial, my comma, and my action. However, it is important that your fronted adverbial goes at the front of your sentence, that your comma follows, and then your action comes next. Your action should make sense on its own. So if I take away my fronted adverbial, I went shopping makes sense on its own. There are three types of fronted adverbial: time, place, and manner. Time describes when something is happening, place describes where something is happening, and manner describes how something is happening. Let's go through these together. When. Fronted adverbials can be added to sentences to describe time. They tell the reader when something takes place, when something happens. For example, in the morning, comma, I brushed my teeth. My fronted adverbial describes when I brushed my teeth. It tells the reader it happened in the morning. It is when something has happened. If I take away my fronted adverbial, I brushed my teeth still makes sense on its own. But I've got my three parts: my fronted adverbial, my comma, and my action. The next type of fronted adverbial is where. These can be added to sentences to describe the location. They tell the reader where something takes place. For example, in the playground, comma, I played football. It is telling the reader where somebody played football. They played football in the playground. I also have my fronted adverbial, my comma, and my action. And if I take away my fronted adverbial, I played football still makes sense on its own. How? Fronted adverbials can be added to sentences to describe the manner. They explain to the reader how something's happened. For example, quickly the boy ran to the shop. It is describing how the boy ran to the shop. The boy ran to the shop quickly. I've got my fronted adverbial, I've got my comma, and I've got my action. If I take away my fronted adverbial, the boy ran to the shop still makes sense on its own. Just to recap, my fronted adverbials, they can be when, where, or how. I need a comma after my fronted adverbial. The action after the fronted adverbial needs to make sense on its own. And my fronted adverbial should be at the start or the front of a sentence. Thanks for watching Year 3. Hope this helps. Stay safe. Have fun at home.